Hello, my name is Salvador Gomez Sadaya, and this is my American dream. I grew up in City Heights for most of my life, and right now I'm renting out a room with my mother in a townhouse. This upcoming fall, and for the next 4 years, I will be living at Chico in Northern California. The people who live with me currently are a family that consists of a single mother and her daughter and her daughter's husband. My family is from Huastepec, Morelos, predominantly, but my close family is here in San Diego too. This is my mom and my older brother, Jesus. The biggest obstacle I have had to face and I've had to overcome in my life has been taking advantage of my opportunities that have been given to me. One of these opportunities has been the Preuss School UCSD. I was accepted into Preuss in 6th grade and didn't take advantage of it like I should have, but I did manage to overcome my challenges and obstacles as I entered junior year. One of the factors that helped me overcome my fear for taking risks was Reality Changers. With Reality Changers, I gained a lot of role models, but I gained some at school too. One of my biggest role models is Adelia Yasmin Gonzalez. She is my current girlfriend and hopefully long-lasting girlfriend. Another role model has always been my mother. She has always been there for me and supported me with my goals and aspirations, and she will continue to do so in college. I'm going to be going to Chico State because of the concrete industry management program, but I also hope to gain an education degree to become a teacher later after my job as an engineer. As a first-generation college student, I feel all the pressure of my family to do well, even though they don't necessarily know the standards of what it takes to be a student, especially a college student in the United States. In the future, I want to be an engineer, but I want to ultimately become a teacher. This coincides with my life goals because I want to give back to my community in the way it has given back to me. Teachers at Preuss have shown me that they can do more than just teach the material they teach in front of the classroom. They can also teach life lessons and give hope to those who have none. For me, the American dream is to give hope to others and to keep the hope within you inside alive. Hopefully, what I do right now and in the past years of my life and the upcoming 4 will give hope to those in my family, including the children of my older brother and the generations to come. The American dream for me is having hope and living it. I want to take risks and learn as much as I can in college, and this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of my American dream.
Hello, my name is Adelia Gonzalez, and I was born and raised in San Diego, California. I grew up in Santee on the only street where all the Mexican families lived, but I have also spent a portion of my life here in San Isidro, literally right next door to the border. I live with my mother, my sister, my stepdad, and my 2 brothers. My grandmother is from Guadalajara, Mexico, and my grandfather was born in San Antonio, Texas. They both came to California after they got married, where they raised 6 daughters, the youngest of which is my mother. My mother raised me on her own until she met my stepdad when I was about 5 years old. He has been more of a father figure to me than my actual father has been. When my brother and sister were born, I took on the role of helping my mother raise them while my stepdad worked late nights to provide for us. Collectively, the biggest obstacle in our lives has been money. Coming from a low-income family, I have always seen both of my parents struggle to pay rent and keep food on the table. We have moved from living in our own one-bedroom apartments to having to crowd into my grandmother's home when rent was just too much for the both of them to pay. Both my mother and my stepdad have had to work strenuous hours just to provide for my family. My stepdad has even at times had to work 2 jobs in one day. My mother inspires me daily, and she's definitely one of my role models because she continues to work hard to support our family despite all the challenges life has thrown at her. My younger sister is another one of my role models because she has this amazing confidence that I hope she never loses and that I aspire to have. My American dream relates to what I want to do in the future, which is become involved in politics. I don't know exactly what I want to be or what exactly it is that I want to do, but I want to be able to advocate for true liberty and justice for all, and to be the voice for those whose voice is not often heard here in the United States. Through what I have learned at Preuss and in my daily life, I value the importance of standing up for what I believe in and uniting the people to come together in order to truly make America great. I hope that as a first-generation college student on my pursuit to higher education, I am able to do this. And it is pretty cool to be able to say that I will be the first in my family to be attending a 4-year university, although I don't know what to expect and I don't know what's out there. But I'm excited to be able to have the opportunity to learn. One of my greatest passions throughout high school has been being part of our school's robotics team. Being part of Teammate 12, the Midnight Mechanics, has given me a greater appreciation for giving back to my community. I am grateful to have the opportunity to empower the youth with similar backgrounds as myself to become interested in STEM. I feel blessed to be able to attend UCSD at no cost to my family to study political science and philosophy. I hope that through my higher education, my American dream is achieved.
Hello, my name is Ronald Moreno, and I was born in San Bernardino, California. I was raised in Los Angeles and finished middle school and high school in San Diego. But I like to tell people that I grew up on the streets of City Heights because my entire life I've been homeless. I've had no place of a stable living. I was always moving from family to family, never having a house of my own. Now this may have been hard, sleeping on the street and sometimes being kicked out of my place unexpectedly. But the best part of it is I didn't have to do it alone. Luckily for me, I had probably one of my best friends, Gregory Moreno, my 15-year-old brother, who's been there with me every step of the way. My mother, Annette Thornton, and my dog Max. My father was never in the picture. He was always in prison and getting caught for stealing and selling drugs. This man was no role model. He only taught me what I shouldn't do. And that's what set me up to be successful in my life. Now my father, he is from Peru, Lima, and immigrated here from Peru when he was 8 years old. He immigrated here with my grandmother. My mother is from Oaxaca, Mexico, and she is the second generation of her family to be in the States. Her mother immigrated here when she was just a little girl. Now the biggest obstacle that I had to overcome in life was being homeless. Being homeless in America is a huge struggle. With everything being expensive and everything not being able to access so easily, I struggled in having resources and getting what I needed to go to college. But luckily for me, I put myself in a community where I can get just that. I applied to Preuss in the 5th grade and got accepted. I've been going to the Preuss School UCSD since the 6th grade and didn't know what was waiting for me at the end of the road. But now I do, and that is college. I also got plugged into Reality Changers, a nonprofit organization focused on getting minority students to be the first in their family to go to college. Now, for me, the biggest role model was found at Reality Changers, and it was a man named Jordan Harrison. He taught me all the power and all the things that I can do if I just put my mind to it. He believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. He inspired me and pushed me to change the world through my story, change the world through my attitude, and change the world through my smile. I'm going to the University of California, San Diego, because I have a passion for science and I love the school. I hold many dear memories and dear experiences that I will always try to relive but never encounter. But I'm excited to make more for the years to come. Now, what does it feel like to be the first in my family to go to college? Well, honestly, it's scary. I have no idea what to expect because no one in my family does. Everyone is scared for me. But I'm also very motivated and excited to end the chain of poverty, to change my family trajectory, and to completely change the world through my story. In the future, I want to go into research, and I want to be able to inspire students like me who are homeless, who are minorities, and who grew up in inner city areas to go into science and believe that research is a field for them and they don't need to be scared of it. One of my life goals is to start a nonprofit organization that gets these students to understand that research is for them. But now to the American dream. What is it to me? The American dream to me is something much more than just having a lot of money and being able to support a family. The American dream to me is doing whatever makes me happy, is being able to wake up in the morning and go to work excited and ready for what the day has to offer for me. Having the American dream in my mind at all times is what has motivated me to go through college, go through high school, and go through my graduates. I soon will go into my undergraduate right now at University of California, San Diego to study neurobiology, and I'm really excited. But this American dream doesn't end there. The American dream, I believe, for me, is to change the world through what I learn and my education. I want to be able to change the world through everything I learn in school. Being a researcher, going into science, I want to be able to find cures to schizophrenia, cures to Alzheimer's, and cures to tons of mental disorders. My name is Ronald Moreno, and the American dream to me is being able to give back to my community, being able to serve my community, and being able to be happy in what I'm doing, and to follow my dream and never forget where I come from. Because although I may be living in La Jolla in a 2-bedroom apartment, I'll never forget the nights where I spent my life living on the streets, under a lamppost, with my family. My name is Ronald Moreno. Thank you very much. This is my American dream.